Quick story. When I was little, there was a boy who moved into our neighborhood. Everybody knew each other, sort of, due to its size. What he did next? He attacked everybody in the neighborhood, including myself. What I remember from my feeble little memory, he punched me in the face just by looking at him. Just picture that. No one was safe from him. In his defense, he was scared of the new people around him. You see, he thought every boy wanted to attack him. At least, that's his excuse, so he attacked first. From inquiry by the local police, that's what he said in his statements. And they were numerous. Even the police got tired. It's always best to put things into perspective. This is the area of contention, apart from the greater Israel project. Here lies Palestine. And here lies Gaza. This is Israel. Now I'm gonna assume we all know what took place on October 7th. The most fortified border in the region, if not the world, was breached. There are reports of the border patrols or agents or the military ordered to stand down. We have done our own investigation, which is ongoing, have listened to the radio chatter, etc. But that will be a new episode for another time. This episode focuses on the people of Gaza, the genocide being committed, or have been committed by the State of Israel right before our eyes. Let's go elementary and look up the meaning of the word genocide. You see, there's a reason for that word being in the dictionary. It helps us to recognize when said action is being committed. From the Oxford Dictionary Online, it states, the murder of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. The Israeli government on Sunday, June 28, 2026, unanimously recognized the massacres of Armenians during World War I as genocide. Suddenly, they know what a genocide is. Suddenly, they know what a woman is when it's time for a military draft. We have heard the rhetoric from Israel and seen their actions. You'd be a fool to allow yourself to be gaslit. If your children or grandchildren should ask you what you did during this period, how would you answer that? Your silence means complicity. Here is a truth that speaks to the conscience, without diplomacy. Look at this child. He is 4 years old. He clutches his little sister's body. She is dead. He is still breathing. He is not crying. He has no more tears. He asks, why? Do you have an answer? Look at this mother. She emerges from the rubble. In a plastic bag, pieces of her 3 sons. She lines them up. She searches for their faces. She says, this is all that's left. Are you sleeping well tonight? Look at this doctor. He amputates a child's leg without anesthesia. The child begs him to stop. He continues, because otherwise the child will die. Afterward, the doctor leaves and vomits. Then he goes back to operate. You change the channel when it gets too hard. 83% civilians and counting. These aren't numbers, these are names. Hind, 6 years old, killed in a car riddled with bullets while calling for help. Reem, 3 years old, found headless. Her grandfather carries what remains and says, the soul of my soul's soul. How many Hinds? How many Reems? Have you counted them? Your family will judge you. Your children will ask you, where were you when it was happening live? What will you answer? I was saying it was complicated. I was putting up flags. I was afraid I'd be called an anti-Semite if I said stop. Even Holocaust survivors speak to you. Gabor Mate, a survivor. I saw this as a child. I see it again in Gaza. Stephen Kapos, survivor. Never again for anyone, not even for the Palestinians. Marian Kozak, survivor. Not in my name. Are you going to tell them they're lying too? Do you want a truth that touches the soul? Here it is. An entire people is dying of hunger, bombs, and silence. And your silence is a bullet. Your "it's complicated" is a grave. Your "both sides" is a child's shroud. So choose. You can still be human, not tomorrow, not when the courts open. Now, while the child is still breathing. Because when he stops breathing, your conscience will never be silent again. Never. Sincerely.